Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, back with the Casio Privia Pro PX-5S. Today we're going to explore stage settings 10 through 19 to see what those sound like and how they did it. So, starting out with stage setting 10, which is labeled Ballad Piano Layer. And in that first zone, they've got a hex setting called Zone 1 Tone. Let's see what all this sounds like. Nice. So how they did that was on zone 1, they had a hex layer. And on zone 2, they had a different hex layer. And on zone 3, they had a grand piano concert. And on zone 4, whenever you see Air E Piano 1, it's basically, they don't have anything. So hence you can see that that was turned off. All right, let's go to stage setting 11. It's called Air Electric Piano 2. Very nice. It seems to be rotating back and forth between left, right, left, right. And how they did that, on zone 1 they had the Air Electric Piano 2 plus whatever effects they have programmed in here. And of course you can change all these things with the knobs and buttons. Very cool. Let's see what they had on zone 2. Same thing off. So basically that's just one instrument that's producing all this sound. Let's go to stage setting 12, and it's called Distant 60s Electric Piano. Okay, and zone 1 is an electric piano, user 60. Zone 2 is off. All right, so that's all they're using is just that one on that. Stage setting 13, which is called Fusion Lead. Zone 1, they're using a hex layer. And that's pretty much all this one is doing. Very nice. Okay, stage setting 14, clav and pedwa. This is a cool one because when I play the notes on a clav and go up and down on nothing but an ordinary sustain pedal, which is nothing more than a foot-operated off-on switch, and that wow you're hearing is every time that I press and release that pedal. Oh man, that is so cool. You can do a lot of different stuff with that. So how they did that on zone 1, well, basically they used an envelope to control time with that pedal, but we're not going to get into that. So on zone 1, they had this off-valve clavi 1, which is part of the electric pianos, and it's selection 42. On zone 2, again, that's all off. So basically it's zone 1. So remember that. Stage setting 14. Oh, that is so cool. Love that. Okay, stage setting 15, which is labeled concert string. I see there's a hex tone for zone 1 right off the bat, so. Cool sounding, and on zone 2, okay, that's it. All they have is zone 1, which is a hex layer, user 50. Stage setting 16, gospel organ 1, and so, some of these are acting as a drawbar. Very cool. Yeah, zone 2, it's a drawbar organ, of course. All right, let's go to stage setting 17, which is labeled Maximilian. Very nice. So, in experimenting around, this is one of those that I was telling you about when you lift your finger off the key. You're hearing a different effect. So when I press the key, I'm hearing one effect. When I release, I'm hearing another. Zone 2 on that. Okay, that was all just zone 1. And it's hex layer user 50. That is really cool. I need to make a mental note to use that in a future composition. Stage setting 18, which is called Quiver, using a hex layer. Program 47. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's hit it harder and see if that does anything. If I go to zone 2, that's another hex layer they're using, and that's basically 2 zones for that one. Let's go to stage setting 19. And it's called Rock Concert. Let's see what that sounds like. So basically, they've got some kind of a rhythm guitar going here in the left part, and they do a split somewhere there at middle C. It becomes an organ. So. And how do they do that? They set zone 1, which is a hex layer, user 50, to take place just from below middle C to the left end of the keyboard. And if we go to zone 2, it's a drawbar organ from middle C up. And what's cool about the drawbars is you can use these sliders here as part of the drawbars, as well as some of the knobs. And that's it. Okay, so that's it for stage settings 10 through 19. Piano Man Chuck, thanks for watching.